Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Tiana. I'm 22 years old and I'm kind of lost in life. Um, a lot of my peers are already getting married or they already graduated, so I feel like I'm super behind, but I don't think getting married actually matters at this time. But anyway, I'm going to two schools. I'm going to University of Laverne and Mount Sac. Um, I talked to the counselor at University of Laverne and they said I have about a year and a half before I finish graduating with my bachelor's. I'm taking 24 units, 12 in each school. So I don't really have a job at the moment. I actually quit my job recently because the commute to Alhambra was about like an hour to 2 hours to and from school sometimes. So I just felt like that would cut too much into my class time. So I decided to just quit and just focus on school this semester and probably for the next year, year and a half. So because of that, I am also the epitome of broke college student as well. But for the future, I actually planned on becoming a dermatologist or a dentist, but in order to get into ULV, I kind of accidentally applied and put my application through as public admin for my major. So if I stick to public admin, I have about a year and a half to a year and a half, as mentioned. But if I change it, I'm not sure like how long it will take. But I'm very passionate about the sciences and art, and I feel like I'm actually very good at the sciences, for example, like anatomy and biology. I'm pretty good at memorizing those things, and I'm pretty good with my hands. My professors have told me I'm really good at cutting uh like like cutting muscles and like like the correct layers and whatnot. So they said that my hands are very steady. So I kind of want to go into dentistry or dermatology, not so much as invasive surgery because um we went to a field trip once and then they had like cadavers there and I was comfortable with the cadavers, seeing the organs, seeing the body, but when they uncovered the face, it was no longer a cadaver, it was a person, and I felt like I couldn't handle that. I was just like, wow, that's too much for me. So, something less invasive, but also focusing on anatomy like dermatology and dentistry. That's my long term goal. But currently, I just want my BS as soon as possible, so I might just stick with public admin. Um, I actually used to work for a city program that focuses on children, mainly teenagers. I started that job when I was 18, so it was a little difficult keeping the teenagers in line, but there are also disadvantaged youth, so it was a little hard connecting with them, but it was a fun experience, and I felt like um, I made like a little bit of an impact because they've told me like they have quit using drugs and whatnot just because I influenced them. So that was a good feeling. I'm really passionate about helping others, but I don't think I can do that for a living. For example, like, I don't think I could become a public administrator. I feel like that's a lot of desk work and I'm more hands on. It's hard for me to keep focused when I have a lot of paperwork, but hands on, I feel like it's much more interesting. But if I stick with this, I guess I have to like deal with it. But anyway, uh, for oral communication, I believe like I'm pretty good at communicating orally in person. I can speak to a crowd without any problems. I once gave a speech in front of about 300 students, high school students, and maybe about 20 adults at one point in a work environment. But um, I don't really have a problem with speaking in person, but when it comes to like videos or uh, I don't know, mainly just videos. I'm actually like not that good at it because there's no human interaction. I don't know if I'm making a connection. I don't know if I'm making impact. I don't know if my message is getting across. I don't know if I'm speaking. correctly. I don't know if I'm speaking too fast, but I believe person-to-person connection in oral communication is very important, and I feel like it's much more easy to communicate and connect with people that way. Um, and I do believe it's actually an important part to learn to be comfortable with speaking orally because to speak is like our main way of connecting people. So I believe everybody should try to work hard to get as best as they can at communicating orally. And through this class, I hope I will improve. Hopefully, my speech will become more professional, more uh, work appropriate, because I know that I say a lot of like and I pause a lot. Thanks. Bye.